sometimes ChatGPT is wrong.
Hi, can you hear me? I'm trying to start you guys up first to see if you can hear me, Sherry. Because you know how we have like that hearing issue. Hi guys. Turn me around again. You know I couldn't do it. You know I wanna do it again. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I'll do YouTube first. Get you guys started and then we'll go. Okay, a little muffled. Hi Janet, how are ya? I'm gonna try. Can you hear me? I said I cannot hear you. I'm muffled. I always start. I can't. I cannot. Let's see. Am I muffled again? Why is it always muffled when I start off? And I was like, let me start you guys first. So now let's see. Hi Facebook. Am I still muffled? Because I can't today. I just can't. No. Is it better? I mean, it can't be me. I mean, I just can't anymore. I just can't be me. I'm so tired, y'all. I can't. Am I moving? No. Hi, Catherine. How are you? It's not muffled when you pick it up. It was better when you held the phone. It's better holding the phone? I mean... Okay, well... I can't hold the phone. Are you being funny? Does anybody have a clip? Let me see if I can. It's however we are sitting is covering the mic because it's clear when you pick us up. Okay. Y'all, I'm going crazy. How can I lift it up? What if I put 2 rocks underneath it? You want to be held. I know, y'all fucking crazy. What if I put my little chopsticks underneath? And people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't. I wish your husband, I wish I had money. Oh, don't worry about it, Lauren. It's okay. Unfortunately, honestly, I've been beaten up. Just punched in the face by, oh. Put a lot of toilet paper under it. Hi, Todd. They're so demanding. Chopsticks. I put let's see what happens when I start running. I don't think I can run very far today. My body is like so beat up, but we'll see. Do you hear better now that you're propped up on my boom boom and my chopstick? They're so demanding. How are you? I'm in pain, Debbie, by a man. Oh gosh, that sucks. I can look at all those boxes. Yes, some of those boxes were doubled up, right? Because I had to remove them out of the shed, and then I had to move them into the stairs. I had to move them into the thing. Then I had to move all the boxes on top of the metal thing, and then I had more boxes to put in there. Yeah, there was a lot. I know, Lauren, I'm just trying. My treadmill is louder than me. Hi, Ash. What do you want me to do? Y'all, what do you want me to do? I can leave YouTube. There's still good shit over there. I don't know how this works. Let me see. Can you hear me? Testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Whoever bought me this, thank you. I dropped you. Do I have to wear this? Do I have to wear this? I mean, what the fuck? Do I have to wear this microphone? Can I put it? Is this? Can you hear me? Is this better? I mean, you guys are gonna have to pay me for this extra. You need to pay me for some extra shit. Is everybody? No, not for you guys. If this is only for fucking bougie YouTube. I would need to get like 3 more to do it. I'd have to have 3 microphones on to fix everybody else. I worked so hard yesterday and I'm feeling every bit of it. Hallelujah. I don't know. You guys, just what the fuck? I can't. Now you guys are turning. Do I need these things anymore? God, they're so bougie over here. I swear. I can't hear you. You're muffled. You're muffled. I can't hear you. Can you do this? I don't know how you're running. I'm barely running, but it's okay. Can I take this shit off now? Oh, hold on. Somebody bought these for me. Can I do that? Is it still okay? Fuck. I mean, y'all driving me nuts. I mean, what the fuck? You only pay me $5 a month, so is that worth it for me? Oh, Lauren, I hope so. Oh, Lord. These people over here, I swear. They pay me $5 a month and they expect this treatment. Like a FaceTime date to get my free birthday breakfast. Oh, happy birthday. Nicole, you have all of us with you. We are your friends. Yes, we're renting out the office. We sure are. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Hi, Karen. Hi, Monique. Loretta. Tennessee here. I'm a caregiver. My job on the 3rd shift takes me care. Aww. And your brother. Wow, Treva. I'm from Tennessee. And I take care of Ed and Dan. Does it count to take care of an ADHD man? I don't know. Yeah, so getting ready for the concert. Shit, I can't even. I've got still too much to do to worry about a concert right now. Sings happy birthday. Do you want me to sing happy birthday to you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nicole. We are all of your friends. You're having breakfast with us. Your free breakfast with us. We are your friends. Stop saying you have no friends. Because there's 97 of us in here. Plus everybody else that's here. Shit. Anyway. Good morning, Karen. How is everybody doing? Hello from Reno. I've got some shit to do. I gotta get shit out. I have a dumpster till next week, so I gotta go to the bank. I forgot the office owes me money for some bills that I paid, and I gotta pay my bills, yo. So, anyway, so Margaret, are you telling me you want to see? Margaret wants a song too. Shit. Happy birthday to you, Margaret. You're awesome. Happy birthday 4 days ago. Happy birthday to Margaret. And now you guys are crooked because of this thing, so you gotta deal with it. Hello from Iowa. Hello from hot Bakersfield. Man, you are the pit. You're in the pit of California. I was going to be in Arizona with family, but my new work, baby. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Wolfpack, I'm not singing to you. Hi, Michelle. And we have family cemetery there. Oh, you have a family cemetery in Nashville? Shit. My 50th is in October. Get to singing. Not now? No, it's not time. We got some people that says happy birthday, Nicole. Sing in French. Bonne journée to you, my friend. Bonne journée to you. It's not your birthday. Hi, Loretta. We all know. Oh, no, we love you all from Tennessee. I was going to say, do y'all know? Do I have to say? Isn't like bonne journée? You have a birthday this year. Kiss my ass. I'm not singing. Hey, by the way, heading to the candy store. I'm going to the candy shop. Alabama? Oh. I've got to go to the courthouse today. Yes, you need to. Got to get going. Bonne journée. Bonne journée. Well, hello from Connecticut. Happy birthday to Nicole and Margaret from the Facebook side. I don't want to co-host with you. Hasib Danish. Hasib. But in Texas, it's a fake candy store. Oh, it's fake? I don't know. What's so, well, you can't tell me. I don't go to the candy shop anymore because, well, fuck. I farted. Oh, good. Oh, la la. Ooh, la la. I sharted last night. Literally came out of nowhere. I was running. All of a sudden, it was like, oh, no, run. And I ran, and I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh. I had an uh-oh. Couldn't help it. It was an attack of the feces. It was an attack of the feces. I was like, Dan's like, what happened in there? You don't want to know. So, oh, Carol, I'm hurting for certain. Hi, Danielle. Thank you, Nasser. Especially Grandpa. What the hell? Why can't we all be equal? We're here for equality, Nasser, not one over the other. But I mean, I get what you're saying. I get control of the sphincter muscles. Man, I haven't had an attack of the feces in a long time, man. It was like you got to go. And I was so sore. I was literally like, and then I had to jump over the gate to get into my bathroom because Coda eats all the food of the cats. It was, oh, hi, Karen. Hi, who's your grandson? Tell me what his name is, Karen. Bon fête. Bon fête. Oui, oui. No, I was fine. I haven't done that. The attack of the feces is crazy. Did I get some good sleep? No. Dan had happy hands about 2 a.m. I woke up, peed, came back, and took some water. Yeah. Bon fête. Bon fête is the French word for happy birthday. No, I don't know what it was from. Maybe from my food that I ate, my first meal of the day. When was the last night? Last night on the way to the bathroom. The feces just was there. I couldn't control it. I always wonder when regulars just disappear. Me too. But, you know, legs and eggs, I don't know what that means. I had an oopsie, and I did. I sat down, I was like, uh-oh. Oops. Shit. Sorry. Anthony, it was like weird too. It was like boba, you know how they have those balls in boba tea? And it was like little boba chunks coming out. It was the weirdest shit. Slick is having surgery on the 11th. On what? Did you flex out the shirt? Yes. No. Shart? No. It was a sneak attack. Always a sneak attack. Yeah. Okay, Nasser. Miles and Roy. Hi, guys. Hi, Miles, and hi, Roy. Danielle's waving back at you. Good morning. Be happy. Make sure you're nice to your grandma. Grandmas are the queens of your family. Yeah. Come on, let's go. No, Christopher, you don't have me. About it. Yeah, it was boba.
It had boba balls in it. I don't know what that was about. Where are you, California? I am right here, Wolfpack. Did I hear you right yesterday that Ed and your mom were married at one point? Oui, mon ami. Yes. Why would I construe that as a joke? Why would I do that? I wouldn't. There's no joke behind it. Do I need to sing the song again? Here's a story about a man named Ed who married a woman named Janice. She had one child, that was me, and Ed had 5 others. And one day when the man married the woman, they conceived a child eventually, Josh. And then we were all one happily family. And then Dan and I fell in love. And then one day Dan proposed to his love of his life, me. And then we wed in perfect harmony, yippee. And then we had children. There were 3. And now we are living free. No, we're not. Yes, no. I would not joke about something like that. And if I did joke, or anybody else jokes about that, they're sick in the head. So, hi, Tandy. Hi, Stephanie. So, no, I wouldn't joke about that. My mom and Ed married, yada, yada, yada. Dan and I later met, yada, yada, yada. I had the hots for Dan, yada, yada, yada. Eventually, he developed the hots for me, boom, boom, boom. And then we married. End of story. I got a new breed of bugs outside. A new breed of bugs. A breed. I saw bread. She wrote breed. JD, I like how you put your name. No, I'm not living free in California. That's for fuck sure. Beep, beep, bong, bong, bing, bing. Yeah. Bitty bong, bitty bong. Bitty bing, bitty bong. That's me. Dan and I. Wed in natural ceremony. Matrimony. And we're fine. We're living. I know. I saw bread. I don't have my eyes. I am 35 now, so thank you for noticing. No, I'm not. I'm 51. Okay. Do better. What did you do? I missed it. I can't see. It's fine. Jay, did you hear about my diarrhea? I made an oopsie last night on the way to the toilet. I had an oopsie. How long have we been married? We will be married 28 years on July 13th. That's right. You heard me. 28 fucking years. 28. Yeah. It doesn't even include the shit before that. The time spent before that, right? So I would say well over 30 years together. Yeah. So that's why we have the relationship we do. You know what I mean? It got caught in my thong, and a little bit in my boxer shorts. Yeah, I had a problem. It literally was a sneak attack. It just all of a sudden, I was walking casually and I went, oh. I put my glasses down in my cup, grabbed my phone, and I think jumping over the gate kind of fucked me up a little bit. Yeah, so I don't know. It happens. Hi, Carla. How are you? I wish I was 35 again. Not really. 35, I was miserable, I was scared, and I was insecure and weak. I'll take 51 any day of the week. I'm stronger now than I ever have been before. Go 50. I think being 50 is a new leash on life, We only have each other 7 months before we got married. And no, I wasn't PG. No, it wasn't PG. Oh, Carol was getting freaky with it. That's all right. I did too. Shit. Hi, Janice. How are you? Oh, thanks, Denise. He is very lucky to have us. You guys, he needed a shower. I try to give him a shower every other day. It didn't work. You'll always see been a tomboy. Why? Because I wear a hat? Because I don't wear a dress? Like what defines me as a tomboy? Because I wear athletic wear? I don't understand why people are so obsessed with me, like whether I'm a girl, a tomboy, or no, I'm not feminine. I don't curl my hair, only once in a while. I like t-shirts, I like leggings, I put an occasional jean on, and I wear shorts. Most of the time I don't shower until evening time because I'm too busy taking care of all the shit. So I don't know. I like being athletic. I don't think that's a tomboy. I put my hat backwards because I can see better. When the bill's up front, it fucks with my vision. Let me put my lipstick on. I guess everybody has a different definition of what they think is a tomboy. I don't really see myself as a tomboy. I see myself as athletic woman who wants to be comfortable and who is so busy tilling the lands, cleaning the house, taking care of her husband's messes. You know what I mean? So that's what I see. Anyway, yeah, I am me. This is me. Danielle doesn't do much. I love a good band t-shirt, you know, like, you know, band. I love a good band t-shirt. Hi, Beachy. 20 days, 21 days left. I'm trying to count. I don't remember. Oh, see, I knew that was I knew she was passive aggressive. So now she came back to say, Danielle, you always want to be in control. You're the man. That came from the tomboy comment. I knew there was a little shystiness in that. You know what I mean? I can see through BS. Nancy, I'm sorry you have an ugly view on life. That's all I'm going to say to you. Whatever you want to make yourself feel better of, do it, girl. It's not worth it. 20 days left. Okay. I did say 20 and then I started doubting myself. That's the problem. So I knew it. Sometimes I go for the jugular right away, but then I thought I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. And then she attacked. It was like the attack of the feces last night. She came back with just no warning and fired. Poo, 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 poo. Oh, I love cutting my dad's old. Yes, I used to do that all the time, Michelle. I used to do that all the time. You got freaky with your girlfriend? It was only PG-13? That's boring. That's vanilla. Dan's going to do better last night. Right. He's going to do better. Here's the thing. How did you feel about his ode to Danielle last night? Did you feel like it was condescending? Did you feel like it was sarcastic? Did you feel like it was real? Like, people are like, I don't know about that. I think he was, what was the word Tony used? Patronizing. Yeah. So about the control thing. Oh, aka PG-21. I don't know what that means, Wolfpack, but you go. He's bullshit. So you thought it was sarcastic. Kathy thought it was sincere. Rimmel thought it was patronizing. So sarcastic people. Yeah, I mean, I know he means it, but it just didn't sound very convincing last night. Yeah. It sounded genuine to Lillian. I mean, I think he believes it, but it was just sounded not right. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, y'all. I know what I'm doing. You guys can see it. I document everything. So I really don't have to prove myself anymore, you know? Oh, only tomboy shart. Oh, okay. I don't think that's true. Everybody sharts. Yeah, he was Dan's way. Not real. Yes, but the speech. Too fake. Yes. I thought so too. I was like, babe, that just sounds god-awful. It sounds like you're just trying to convince people or me so you can get laid. And no, maybe a bit shorter. It was too much for Dan. Y'all know Dan enough to know that no, it wasn't a poem. Yeah, Sinded, she's not. Yeah, I don't like how they have to say like you can only, people shart, people. It doesn't have to be male, female, animal shart. Shit. So anyway, I know some people were like, yeah, I didn't like it. So it is what it is. He tries, and it's weird because it's uncomfortable. It's like he tries way too hard. Shark, because that's not healthy for you. Do I always shark? No. That was a sneak attack. It doesn't happen often. It used to when I ate more, but that was a weird one. That just came out of nowhere. So no, I know him best. Yes, very patronizing. And the look on his face, yes. Like it was just practice makes perfect. Oh Lord. I don't know, y'all. I think he does try. I think he knows I'm beat up, you know. What's Iceman doing? Iceman, are you starting trouble? Straight for the XX. Iceman, you got to go slow and steady. You can't just go straight to the ass slapping. You know what I mean? So anyway, I love the real life. That's why we were here. Yeah, I literally had an accident on the way to the toilet last night. And then Grandpa was right by my underwear drawer. So I couldn't get, I was like, damn, can you get me some underwear? And to give him directions at that time of the night is like leading a 2-year-old to the, I don't know, to a chair. I'm like, to the right, middle drawer, all the way to the right. To open the top drawer, close it in. No, Dan, I said the middle drawer to the right, open that. Just socks to the right, Dan. Socks to the right. Then he closes it and opens it up another drawer. I'm like, Dan, I don't understand. I'm covering, my Putin with my sweatshirt. Ed's going, what's going on here? Why is Danielle in the bathroom? Dan, middle drawer to the right. I did. No, you didn't. Middle drawer to the fucking right of the socks. Fuck. Can I pick out the ones I want you to wear? Unless you want fucking shart all over your dick, I suggest you just give me some fucking underwear. Anyway, so finally got the underwear on, a new pair of boxers. And then I was like, Grandpa, we gotta put Grandpa to bed. It's like 8:30 at this point. I just want to sit in bed and fucking relax. Order the Walmart order for this morning and just fucking relax. I haven't relaxed all fucking day. And then, we had a code brown. A code brown. Not my code brown. Mine was done. But, and anyway. So Dan was like, Danielle. I literally just sat down. Danielle, I fucking heard you, you motherfucker. By the way, I took care of a little one this morning by myself. Did I call Dan? Dan? No, you weren't here, but I did it because I'm a fucking rock star. Why do you need me? I'm hurt. Danielle, just come on. Come on. Okay. Come on. Fucking, I didn't have the strength to lift him up. Because at night, he's so tired. I was bitching the whole time. I literally bitched the whole time. I bitched, and I bitched, and I fucking bitched. And I said, this is bullshit. I can't lift him up. Ed doesn't have strength. You care about that, but what about your wife's failing arms and legs because of your bullshit that I took care of? Fuck. Gotta hold him up, gotta clean him up, gotta do all the shit. And who was doing the hard work? Moi. Yeah, moi. Yeah, fuck that shit. I was hurting. See what I mean? Caregiving stops at nothing. I mean, I bitched the whole time. I'm hurting. Fuck you, Dan. Fuck you, Grandpa, for having a code fucking blue. I'm hurting. I can't cry. And I want to cry. I have a Hoyer lift. What the fuck is that going to do? No. Anyway, I did it. And I cried some more. Because then Dan needs help putting him in bed. Are you fucking kidding me? I had been... Anyway, it's not... Anyway, it's just what it is. Dan never bends down to clip something in, but he makes me do it. Danielle, you got that? Yeah, I fucking got it. Let me get down on the hands and knees after spending all day lifting 5,000 fucking pounds of fucking boxes that you never fucking took care of when you fucking dissolved your fucking firm 15 fucking years ago. Caroline was helping me, right? I needed to pay somebody to come in and help me because I couldn't have done that all by myself. And I was like, she's like, why didn't he, like literally, why didn't he take care? Caroline, why didn't he do it? Why are you asking that now as I'm fucking huffing and puffing with these fucking boxes? Fuck you, Glenn. It was half of Glenn's shit. And he had construction defect, right? And so all of his boxes were fully loaded. Like, I'm telling you, those boxes must have been 50 pounds apiece. Why the fuck hasn't he done it? The fuck, Caroline? Not the time to be asking me this fucking gosh darn question of why the fuck he didn't do it 15 years ago. Because he went into a depression, had fucking heart attack, and then thought he needed to walk 25 miles a day and become one with the earth and the fucking world around him, other than the reality of fucking life. Shit. Fuck. My body is a fucking reflection. And if that fucking guy asks me for sex today, I might have enough energy to karate chop his motherfucking balls. Because I couldn't get any further than that. Yeah, I might just get a kneecap because I don't know if I can get very much farther. Oh my God, I know, Elise. I know how to do it. He's not dead weight. I mean, he can stand up. He stands up with his walker. Fuck, I'm telling you, I mean, I hug her. No, not with Dan, but I'll take hugs from other people. I sure do. I love hugs. I'm a hugger. I'm going to buy an LV, JD. You want to help me? I think I'm going to buy it. I think I'm going to buy a purse. Don't tell Dan. Because you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm busting my ass. I'm not gambling anymore because I don't have fucking time. I mean, I do have a lot of bills, so that might hold me back. But I don't know if I can purchase. But like you know, this is a cost, right? Cleaning up this office costs. It's probably going to cost about how much? Probably a couple thousand, like $3,000, right? $3,000, maybe a little bit more. So it's not, you know, there's my bag. Fuck. And if I don't sell any, you know, equipment, which I thought I was going to be selling shit, it's work rate. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. He doesn't really need a transfer board right now. We're not there yet. Eventually, we probably will. I needed to be hosed by a fireman. No, me, Mary. You mean with the fireman's thing? Yeah. So I still might buy one. I really might. I have been, you know what? I fucking deserve it. You know, I fucking deserve it. And it'll make me happy. So I'm tired of sacrificing myself for all these fucking idiots around my house, in my house, you know? Fuck y'all. Mama needs a new purse. I can't fucking get a new car. We can't afford a car. They go back to work. Can't afford a car. I mean, the fuck? I can't afford a car. So, you know, he's listening and we'll be out here as usual. I gotta go, and I gotta go today. So I gotta go pay myself back for some of the bills that I paid for the office. And then I gotta go there. I gotta roll in the cans. I gotta water. I overwatered yesterday, but I'm still gonna probably water. And then I'm gonna take some shit. I have some shit I need to dump in that dumpster. So maybe I'll do that today. It depends how much energy I have. I mean, you guys, it's a lot of energy. And dressed in a purse. I don't fucking wear dresses. Leave the fucking dresses off my body, okay? Why does everybody want to see me in a fucking dress? I fucking despise dresses. Unless it's a maxi dress and it allows everything to air conditioning off in the summertime. You know, big flowy one. Yeah. I'll take a horse, a big one. And just bring it over. I have the thing for it. I have the fence line. I just need the gate. My neighbor took it because I wasn't using it. I hate dresses. Why do people want to put me in a dress? If I wear a dress, it's a maxi dress or it's like a t-shirt dress. It's something very simple and not complex. And no, I don't wear fucking pantyhose. And no, I don't wear fucking heels. I wear Birkenstocks or Archies, period. You know what Archies are? I love my fanny. That's what I'm going to buy, Anthony, is a fanny. Purses don't, I'm not buying a purse. I'm buying a fanny. I'm buying a fanny. And Drake and Crocs with his fanny. It looks best on the floor. Oh, Iceman came in hard this morning. Literally. Can you send me your executive member card? This kid, my daughter, Hannah, the one that was just here, hasn't stopped texting me since I've been alive. Mom, she sent me a video message, and then she sent me a picture of, look at this bug bite. And then Anna replied, and he was like, oh, wow. You know, and then she's like, can you send me your member card? My executive. Fuck, is this a trick? I don't know. Something's happening. You'll take the man. Yes, she needed a stronger one. She didn't put it on the jet setting. The jet setting would have hurt. So she fucked up on that one. Hi, Sean. I need a fanny bag. I'm broken. I'm beat up. I wore a baby doll negligee last night. I think that counts as a dress. How quick did it come off? How long did you wear it for? I don't have the energy for that. JD, you're the woman, man. I mean, all you women out there who like to tease and taunt and fuck your husbands, congrats. I'm too tired. I have to buy a dress for 2 weddings. I'm going, yeah, go to TJ. I love TJ. They make them for chunks. Yeah, they have moo-moos. Moo-moo? Moo. I don't know. I met Dan and Ed at the doctor last week and totally fangirled. Kim, I love it. Was I there? There was one of them. I was there, and somebody did. Was I there? No, I wasn't at the doctor's last week. That was just Mark. You met Mark. I'm sorry. Normally I was there, but I was in San Francisco. No, I would have been better than Dan or Mark, just so you know, girls. So Mark was parking the car. Perfect place for him. Did I say that out loud? I sure fucking did. Bye, Lillian. Good luck. Why you keep putting out? I haven't, Patty. Oh, Billy, I want to be in Cabo. I want to be in Cabo. Menopause has killed my attraction. 100%. I mean, it's killed my just everything. I cried and told him to thank you. You cried? Kim, you cried? Wow. Wow, that's serious. I don't know. Hi, Danielle. Hi, I'm sorry. I can't reply to anybody today. I have a migraine. Oh, Sarah Gold, you don't have to send me money, honey. But that was sweet. My father has, oh, okay. And that's what he said. So you're the one. That was sweet. He was really touched. He said he almost cried. I don't know if he told you that, Kim, but afterwards he said somebody cried at the doctor's office and said, you know, her father, and so it was you. And he said, I almost lost it too. Though he said he was very touched. So whatever you said was very touching to him. And Dan doesn't get to Dan very often, but he said that one almost got me. So thank you, sweetie. I'll tell him you came on. So I do me. I mean, I don't do me. Wolfpack, what are you talking about? Are you talking about me doing me with a bob? No, thank you. Not we guys, honey. Me guys. Just Danielle. Do I have a Gucci bag? No. Yes. My son bought me a $3,000 Gucci bag. And it's cute, but you can't, it's not like an everyday wear. And he gets mad at me because he's like, why don't you wear it all the time? Well, baby, because I can't. It's like more of a dressy bag. He bought me a special edition Gucci bag, that is. And I was like, you didn't even need to buy me that. You could have bought me the $1,200 fanny and I would have been just ecstatic about it. But he bought me a fucking $3,000. He wanted to get me something different. He wanted to get me something that I didn't have or wouldn't buy myself. Well, that sure as hell was the piece. Yeah. Dan did not buy me anything. My son bought me a Gucci bag. Yeah. I almost returned it. Because it was just too much money. Right? He spends his money like quicker than he gets it. And it's either the purse or it's guitars. I think his last guitar he bought was, I don't even want to talk about it. I can't run faster today. My body's broken. I did too much lifting yesterday. Hi, Joan. How are you? So I wanted to take it back and get the fanny, but he was really upset that I thought about taking it back. So, hi, Gracie. I know. It's okay. You're not a stranger. I want to pop on here and say hi and thank you. Oh, I know, girl. Maybe next time I'll be there and you'll be there. And then we can hug. I can't cry, though. I can't cry because Lyrica has taken away my ability to shed tears. But I'll get goosebumps and my eyes will feel like they're getting ready to cry, but they won't, okay? So don't be offended if I don't cry back. And the purse too. Yes, they do. I never cry. Girl. Good Charles do hold their values. He does. He buys them used and expensive ones at that. I was just blown away. I know. And there was Dan. I know. Dan, the favorite, the crowd favorite. I know. It's okay. I know you would have appreciated if I was there. It's okay. I know. Because when people see me, they're like, oh, girl, I love you. And Dan's like, what the fuck? Why does she get a different greeting? Because I'm better than you. That's why. Because everybody knows, and they know, and they understand. Hi, Julie. How's the knee? How's the new little flower bed you planted this spring? It's beautiful, Cindy. It's beautiful. Oh, you were the one. You didn't work there. Okay. All right. You didn't work there. That's right. Never mind. I probably won't see you. Shit. But maybe we'll see in Sacramento sometime. Do I wear makeup? Stormy, you better get your ass to the fucking doctor's appointment. Don't piss me the fuck off. She needs to go. Y'all don't let her fucking flake on that. Don't let her get out of it. We have a friend over here on YouTube that has anxiety about going to a doctor's appointment, which she needs to get to. Stormy, get to the fucking doctor's appointment. Keep us on with you. If you need the extra help or get rid of that anxiety, we got you, girl. Just deep breathing. You need to go. Remember, you have grandkids. You have kids. You need to get your shit together. Don't back out. Anyway, don't piss me off. You know what I mean? Sarah, get rid of that fucking migraine. Once you're done, you'll be happy. It'll be that anxiety and you'll be able to sleep and relax. And then pour yourself a glass of wine and chill the fuck out. Yeah, Gracie, slick hip replacements are easy. Look at Ed. He's a fucking tank. He did it in a piece of case. I do kiss my mother with that mouth when she was alive. My mom is dead. But before she died, I still kissed her with this fucking mouth. And she loved it. Because you know why, Michael? She was just like me. Yeah. Stormy, take a deep breath. Go. Anyway, Ed's sleeping. Yeah. Life is a highway. Yes. I want to ride it all night long. Not really. Dan May with your daughter. Wasn't that funny? Yeah. It's not a family channel. No, Michael, you had that wrong. If you check, it's 18 and up. Thank you. Get ice cream after the... No, I vote for wine. Love you, Sarah. Hang tough. Yeah, go to the fucking doctor. I ain't playing. You got some, Sam? Yippee! I bought some wine, too. Because I was like, I am tired of not having enough wine here. So I got a couple bottles. Yeah. You guys get up. Yeah, seriously, swipe up, Michael. I mean, here's the thing. We all cuss. And if you're a caregiver, some of us cuss even more. Because life is hard. Life is grueling. You tell them. It's doing pretty good. I kind of twisted it this morning. Oh, shit. Julie, watch out. Live life by the bag and go in debt. No, don't tell Dan. Watch, you're going to have some people. Dan, 44 minutes into her live, she said she was buying a bag for all that she does. I think it's going to be an expensive one. She said something like $3,000. Wrong. It's not that much. So happy birthday. Yes, no, Nicole's on this side. Going camping with the Polish princess. Oh, mangoes. I love me some mangoes, but I hate cutting them. When did the accent start? It comes and goes, Mads. It's been here all my life. You know why? Because I'm born in the fucking South. I'm born in Nashville, Tennessee, y'all. So stop acting like, oh my God, when did her accent start? Is this another personality she has? Yeah, kind of. But it's still in me because guess what? I still have fucking family in Nashville too. Bam! Bam! What you got going on, Jelly Bean? I got a knock-off Coach bag for $4 at the flea market. Oh, Sandra, good for you. Good for you, girl. High five. I'm trying to be happy for you. You're going to New Melons this weekend? Blind Melons? What's blind? Blind Melons? Sandra, I'm so happy. Yeah, can you tell me which aisle you got that from? No, don't. I'm just kidding, but I'm happy for you. Casino. Oh, good. I had my husband in a wheelchair and I couldn't remember. You got to get the gate belt so he can't get out. Yeah. Yeah. You'll pray for me? All right. I'll take the prayers. Whatever. New Melons. Oh. Oh, not Melons. Maloney's. Lord. I was like, you mean the band? Blind Melons? Yeah. I don't know. Well, you know, when I change my voice, I'm a little sassy pants. When that southern drawl comes out, you know, she be a little feisty. Yeah. Anyway, it's fun. Yeah. So Melons, Blind Melon is a band. I know what to do is when my life is pretty plain. I start watching the clouds gather rain. Remember that song? And all I had to do is burn a drink for me for two. Enrich my life away, 'cause it's the greatest way. Yeah. Insane. That was the song, Blind Melon. Why are you looking like that? Thank you, Patty. Near the campground. Keep the Italian prince away. The Polish prince. I have a cardio appointment tomorrow. I think they'll raise my cholesterol meds. So I'm getting ice cream. I think you're a great caretaker. I'm tired. I'm a tired caretaker. I'm just a tired, beat up woman. You know, I've been battered, I've been abused, and I've been haggard. I lost the winning ticker. Oh my God. Oh my God. Gracie, shut up. Sweet, sweet child. That's back when Axel was kind of hot, but he did stick a sock in his lycra. What did he wear? Was lycra pants, right? You have hand surgery, Jess? Oh, I know. Can we'll meet? Oh, I forgot to tell Dan. I saw your video at the office. I know. And you know why I'm sore. Girl, why didn't you come to book club last Wednesday? Because I don't know who the fuck you are. You think I'm going to go to a book club with random people? Hell no. It could be a lynching. Violent behaviors and criminal activity. Violent behaviors and criminal activity. So, what? Was there any violent behaviors on here? Was there any criminal activities? Do y'all know what's going on? Violent behaviors and criminal activities. Do you know what the hell that means? Does anybody know what the hell? Do you know? Does anybody know what the hell that is? I don't. So let's go on the other channel. Violent behaviors and criminal activities. But she's not on Facebook. Yeah. Violent behaviors and criminal activity. What kind of criminal activity was I doing? I'm so confused. Good job, trolls. Oh, guess what? They're back. They're back. And I was singing a song. I was singing Blind Melons. That was like, Kim, that was like such an hour ago. Yeah, nice try, trolls. Violent behavior and criminal activities. You need to get better. And you guys need to grow the fuck up. Yeah. I keep on keeping on. I know. Maybe she met at the book club. No, I don't. At the book club, I wouldn't go to a book club that I wouldn't know what the heck people were doing. Could you imagine me walking into a group of women? Hell no. I wouldn't do that. Hi, Bull. Michelle, you're not a Yes, you are. Iceman. Iceman, don't lie. Don't lie. Sorry, I just got kicked off my live, y'all, for violent behavior and criminal activity. Yeah, I don't know what I did to create such a criminal mind, but actually reported, yes. Criminal. I was a criminal. Criminal activities and whatever else. It was crazy. Yeah. So we know who it is, the group. Cindy Fisher, January, aka Deb. Yeah. Leslie, Kim, Barney. I'm sorry. Did I name them all? Did I leave out any? Did I leave out? Did I leave out any more? Of the? Did I leave out any more? Anybody? Did I leave out? Nope, not a bot, Charlie. Oh, they could be bots. They're just angry women. They're angry women. I don't remember. Hi, and I think I got them. Cindy, Kim, Leslie, Deb, aka January. And am I missing one? Am I missing one? Yeah, that was a sneak it out chart. It was. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Barbara, I don't know. Unjustly. Yes, I know. Was it Kim? Yeah. Where are my mods? They would help me. Thanks, Sherry. But I don't know. I don't think it is whatever. They're just miserable in their own skin. They're angry women who feel like they make themselves feel better by taking me down. So let them feel better, I guess. Was it a TikTok? Of course it was a TikTok live. Mm-mm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that sums it up. What was it? Cindy, Leslie, Kim, January, aka Debbie, and Kay, probably. That's about it. Five bots, because that's what they are. Apparently, they were wronged by me, as I'm such an evil person. They were wronged by my new tolerance for not putting up with bullshit. So whatever floats their boat. Angelica, I'm tired. No, oh God, not the Fisher. And yeah. Oh God, not the Fisher. It has to be the Fisher. I've been waiting too. That made me laugh, Mary. That was funny. Oh no, not the Fisher. Oh, it was the Fisher. The Fisherman. Cindy, the Fisherman. Anyway, from YouTube, it's usually a chapter called Mary. The Quran. Oh, the Quran. No. Oh, shitballs. Somebody come get her. She's acting like I don't know. Anyway. All right. Sorry, somebody's getting propane at their house. So that's a propane tank. That's propane. Propane is going into their tanks. I don't do propane here. We don't do gas. They will have to have a few O's. I don't think they're impossible of having O's. I mean, maybe they just need to get a life and be happy. And maybe that's the best. I'm the best taco ever. Bruh. People need to get a life. People need to literally find happiness. Obviously, I don't make you happy. Move on with your life. You were a part of it. And take it as a learning lesson on yourself, or who not to befriend anymore. Hello, use it as a tool in life. It was a season. Be happy with the season and move the fuck on. Jesus Christ. And yes, I said Jesus Christ. And if you don't like that, then this isn't the channel for you, for fuck's sake. Somebody come get her. She's learning to surf. Okay. Affirmations for a badass. How do you get shut down? Because they sit and mass report, and then wait for something that the AI can possibly, turn into a shutdown. They're redoing the expressway by the Blue Water again. This whole, oh gosh, town is messed up, I bet. People freak out with change, especially on the roads. It starts, fucking raining, and people are all of a sudden they don't know how to drive. Thanks, Carla. Oh yeah, those are haters. Oh yeah, they are. And then they're like, I don't know why she's saying my name. Well, because you're a fucking liar and a cheat and a fucking fraud. That's why. Anyway, that's it. It's time for a card. I don't know if I like this one. It's okay. Mistakes are just proof that you're trying. Don't give up. Blech. Yes, it's true. Don't look at your mistakes as a problem, or don't say, oh my God, I fucked up. Yeah, well, learn from the fuck up, right? But I don't like that card. That's not what I'm looking for. Try again. Okay, try again. Let's do this one. The best shit happens outside my comfort zone. Don't like that one either. Don't like that one. Fuck that shit. Some women fear the fire. Some women simply become it. God damn. I am the fire. I don't like that one. It's true, though. It's true. Some women fear the fire. Owning your shit. That's fearing the fire. And then you become the fire, and that's when people fucking hate you because you are, and you bring the flame and the heat, baby. I know they're a little gay. Can we say that? You can. I don't think I can. I'll get canceled. Let's see. Come on, we're due for a good one. I'm not a surprise. I'm the fucking sun. Ha! I kind of like that one. I'm the fucking sun. That's right, babies. You're not a surprise. You are the fucking sun. Keep shining. Keep shining. That's right. We're ending with that one. Oh, I like to see people. Oh my God, Michelle, people couldn't do. Hold on. Hold on. Michelle, people could do what Dan does. people could do what Dan does. People couldn't do what the hell I do. People would die within the first hour. Dan's easy. Like I would take his fucking job any day of the week. I would whip his fucking family in shape. I would fucking tell them what for, and I would just do well sitting on my ass. No, it wouldn't work for me. I couldn't do it. I could never do Dan's job but my job. You want to come and jump into my role for a minute? Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I love you, Janet. Hi, Tina. Haven't seen you in a while since they discontinued that live, I guess. Ashley, I have 4 accounts. I was just on my main account and I got taken down by 5 ugly people. But it's fine. Let them, right? It's not an advertisement. And this is, what's the difference between your all's roles? Golden rules. I don't have enough time in the day. All right, let me tell you. You ready? I change sprinklers. I fix fences. I do the landscaping. I cut branches. I fix fallen trees with my chainsaw. I clean the house, scrub the toilets, make the beds, change the beds. I help wipe butt. What else do I do? I cook. I clean. I order. Last night I was relaxing in bed ordering Walmart. I take care of the tires that I just did on my car. I took them in and I got tires put on. I micromanage the kids. I plan things. I go spend time with my niece and nephews. I also go back outside because multiple times a day. I take care of the office. I take care of the bills. I take care of the accounting, right? I take care of the rental. You need anything else? Do you need anything else? I take care of the animals. I take care of the pets. Right. I do laundry. What else? What else did I miss out? What else did I get everything? I give meds. I make meds. Yeah. I put 3 people's meds but my own in a container for them. I clean out litter boxes. Yeah. I clean up the shit in the back. Right. I water. I give medicine. And I do not wear a dress. Yeah. So there you have it. Need any more explanation? I don't know. Anyway, if you do, maybe ask him. Is Cindy Fisher on Facebook also? Yes, she's on Facebook also. But I don't know. They focus on TikTok as a Debbie. So they're all part of Debbie's team. So they attack accordingly. Once the master gives her commands, they start fighting for her. Yeah, they've been quiet for at least a minute. They were trying to do a sneak attack, give her a break for a minute, and then we're going to attack. Ooh, she's on her big account. Let's get her. Yeah. Dan did hit the jackpot when he married me. He sure did. He sure did. So Dan's job, Dan helps with his father a little bit more during the day because I'm taking care of shit. I can't be available. He goes in and gets some lunch so I don't have to make it, and gets himself food while he's at it. Sometimes I do make him food and he still goes out and gets lunch for himself. Occasionally he'll go get an oil change if I ask him to. He will not drive the Porsche. So I have to I'm the Porsche driver because and I hate the fucking car. I got bunions, I got soreness, I got arm problems, like I've got arthritis in my thumbs. and it's really difficult to drive. But I always take the Porsche because somebody's got to keep it running. What else? I wash the cars. Yeah. Oh, what does Dan do? In the house? Nothing in the house. Outside the house? Nothing outside the house. What does he do? He makes content, y'all. He makes content. He talks to his family. He helps his nephews, because that's important to him. He watches the news, so he knows what's going on. Now you're bitching about the clicking. This is clicking. I hear the click. Now it's not clicking. These YouTube people, I'm gonna up my membership fees. It is Taco Tuesday. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. It wasn't planned. Y'all, stop it right now. You guys, your membership fees are going higher. Your membership fees are going higher. Shit, they are a bunch of. Hi. I have your bags for you. I have more stuff for you. Where are you going tomorrow? She can't hear me. It's my neighbor bringing me more plums. What are you bringing me? What? Yeah, I'm holding because they're bitching because it's clicking. Okay. I know. She's laughing at me. Okay, wait. Where are you going?
Oh, when I'm going away?
Tahoe?
I don't remember. Oh, we're going to the cabin. So much on my mind right now.
Are the kids going with you? I'm fine. I'm not having a seizure. She's laughing at me.
Everybody's kind of going here.
So the kids are gone. Okay. So I just want to know. Okay. So I just want to know if I can pick and rummage and do my thing. Okay. So you're gone from tomorrow to the 5th? The 8th. Okay.
I'll write stuff out.
What do I need to do?
I know, I just want to know.
Just tell me, you're taking the dog? Okay. So just tell me, you want me to water the garden? Okay. Anything up front? The pots? No, not the pots.
No.
The front's fine. Just the garden. Okay. Got it.
Are you drinking an energy drink?
Yeah, I don't drink coffee anymore. Well, I do drink coffee. At work.
It's making me laugh. What does that do?
Lymphatic. You should try it. Lymphatic drainage, and it helps me leaking. It helps like pelvic floor.
That's
Yeah.
not very kid. I only had 2.
Yeah. You don't have leaky?
I got everything else.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Okay, so I'll drop off more of your containers.
No. You know what? I have too many, and he's chewing them all now.
Oh, so you just want me to donate, recycle? So you don't want anything back? Okay, just then tell me when you want stuff back.
They get all kinds of stuff and reject it.
Okay, and let me know if you need me to pick anything.
Yeah, anything you want in the back. Do whatever. Tons of raspberries.
Yeah, I'm so tired. I did a lot of work in the office. Yeah, I'm.
That's what I did. I had a tissue right there.
What?
Bumped my head picking those Clorox. So they won't be right for a while. It hurts so bad. I had a bucket hat on and sunglasses, and I came up and I cracked my
On the freaking on the branch. Yeah.
It hurt so bad.
You know how many times?
Don't laugh at me. I have to put this
You know what they say? Put a pad in your hat.
Oh. I don't have any. I don't have those either. So yeah, it hurts really bad. So those won't be right for a little bit, but they're good.
Okay.
That's like, I'm not gonna let them go to waste.
No.
And be on the ground for the squirrels. So I got in the tree, climbed up in the tree, and I hit my head.
Yeah.
I think I'm too old for this. What do you think?
We are. I'm done.
Social Security. Soon. That's like
Oh.
the day.
Do I get that?
Huh?
Do I get that?
I'll share. We'll go to the casino. That's what I told Hannah. I'm taking your mom to the casino.
I need a day out. So we'll go when
That'll be fun when I get my first check.
you get your first
It'll
check.
probably be next year, huh?
The way things go,
I
yeah.
can't believe it. I'm like, how did I get
I know
here?
you told me you're old.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, enjoy your time if I don't see you.
Oh, I'll see you, but I'll leave you like notes.
You're scaring me about the notes. Like I already
No,
done
just
everything.
and you'll call me anytime. And they were cackling back there. I thought there was a coyote this morning. I don't know what they were doing.
Okay. No, me and the chickens are one.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're an angel.
It's easy. I can do it. I can do everything. Did you see what I did at the office? I can take care of your chickens.
I know. Just bring them with you.
Josh and Rocky have chickens now. Did you see?
I know.
And we didn't have time with Wes because it just got too crazy. He's so cute. He's so cute. They're both cute. He is really good. Anyway, all right. Hi. Bye. Did Dan and you attend bar association events? No. No, I don't think so. Maybe at the beginning, like we did shit, but not Uzzy. I got bruised. Look, I have so many bruises from yesterday. My legs are all bruised up. Anyway, yeah, you're gonna get some more chicken footage. She brings me. That's the one with the berries and the chickens and the pluots and the plums and um. No, Sophie, I don't think I would be happier. Maybe on certain levels, I would be waking up to a clean house every day. That would be wonderful. Yeah. She's the same age as my aunt, so she's 61 and she looks great. She's a beautiful woman. She's a little pip squeak like you. She's like 5'2". Let him go. I would never let my husband go. No. I need to get him in line. Y'all, by the way, like I've been married to this man for 28 years and all my training has failed. So there's no getting him in line. He's his own person and I've accepted that and I'm okay with him and I still love him despite his flaws, right? I love my husband. I love my husband. Like, you guys, stop it. The thing is, what you have to realize is I accepted these things a long time ago, right? I accepted these things a long time ago. I like to make fun of them because it helps me cope with the crazy and my exhaustion. That's it. But I love my husband. It's weird. Do I really have to like say that? And I would not want to go and train anybody else. And really, when it counts, we work together, right? He is just very flawed in a lot of areas. And I think when I talk about the office, it's a bad thing. It's a bad place for him, right? Um, it's a bad place for him healing. And it's a place that he didn't ever want to return to. There's a lot of trauma in that place. And so, it's one of those things that I just clean up the mess. I'm just a mess cleaner upper. I do that. That's been my job my whole fucking life as a mom and my husband. I mean, I take care of him. I bitch about it, but I do it. I bitch about a lot. I'm just a bitcher, but I still do it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. He was criminal and estate planning. Yeah. And that's all that matters. I mean, it just, does it make me a better person? I don't know. I don't think, yeah, we're just in a complain. I know I'm a complainer and I do it. Last night when we were dealing with Ed in a particular sticky situation, I was so tired. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry because I was like, I could not give anymore. Right. My body was I'm old. You feel I'm not 40 anymore. And you could tell a difference between 40 and 51. And actually having to do this thing, I bitched the whole time. But I still did it. And Dan let me, Dan let me. Bye, Bruce. You're gone. And I'm anyway, it is what it is. I mean, it's sad. It's sad that I have to explain myself to people. It's sad that like you can't take it in stride like it's supposed to be, right? Yeah, you're supposed to take it in stride with me. The people who who know about like caregiving and just being the type of personality I have, and husbands like Dan, you have to vent or else you cry and you just are pissed off with life. I'm not doing it. He's my partner. I don't want another man. I don't want another man. I'm happy with who I have. He's a pain in the ass, but he's my pain in the ass. Sometimes I'd like to give him away. I mean, that's no Joe's. You know, and you got to remember, I was raised by a single mom, you know, and even in her marriage to Ed, life wasn't easy. It was horrible, right? Life was horrible back then. I grew up in a very tumultuous household. So did Josh. I was able to escape it, you know, when Josh couldn't at that point because he was 10 years younger than me. But it wasn't, so she was still single, dealing with her own thing. I was always the one. I'm so aware of my surroundings and other people's feelings, for the most part, that it's a curse sometimes, you know, it's a curse. I complain so much about this, but you let your whole family look past everything you do. My family doesn't look past it, you guys. Come on. They see what I do. My kids appreciate every fucking thing I do for them. Andrew kisses me almost daily and says, "Mom, I love you. Thank you." My son. And too bad Summer's a great niece and nephew I have. Lisa, that's, yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, you too, Penny. I had to look at the name for a minute. And everybody, you either have a husband like Dan or you have a great man who does so much and is caring. My husband wasn't brought up that way, you guys. He was running amok, raising himself. You know, his mom was working, finishing school, working, and his dad was, you know, working and had a new life. Like Dan was literally left alone. Aaron, the tornado, let's not talk about it. He calls him every day, and it's like an argument. It's just crazy. Did you respect him and forgive him, and how did you do that? Susan, how did I do that? I don't know. It was a tricky thing. Social media helped me cope. Social media helped me cope by learning about myself, seeing myself in a reflection and changing the things that I thought were important. And in that process, once I got a handle to myself, I was able to let go of those things. I mean, it was hard the first 2 years because Ed still had a lot of that, you know, you're in my house, you do my shit. No, fuck you, buddy. I'm in my house. You're in my house, you know? He was a lost boy. Yeah. He was a lost boy. Like Ed wasn't ever around for him. I don't know why, but he wasn't. So writing the book was nice. No, I'm not. It is what it is. I've accepted the things, you know, I accepted Dan who he was a long time ago. And let me tell you, he's a tricky beast, you know, he's a tricky beast, but I accepted it for who it is. Sometimes I'm really pissed off about it. Doesn't mean I'm not. Oh shit. Hold on. I didn't mean to do this, guys. I was.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm sorry. I meant to cancel it because I was talking about life. And are you guys battling? Because I don't battle.
We can talk about life because life is be lifing.
I know, but I gotta go because I was like, what? All these people like popped up. I didn't mean to do that. My apologies. Okay. And now I have to see if I know how to do it. But you guys are beautiful.
We can do it.
Can you? Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Oh, my pleasure. Stay beautiful. Oh.
We gotta disconnect.
One more.
Hey.
Sorry. I meant to fuck. I was like talking and then all of a sudden I was like, what the fuck? I hit the You guys, I'm tired. Leave me alone. You have me all for clumps. They were really cute. I mean, they were cute. I was confused. It's whatever. I was in mod setting trying to disconnect. I know how to battle, but I'm not going to expect my people to send money to make me battle. You know, that's something, no, I just don't feel comfortable with that. I hate the boxes. Was Ed not around for Josh? Ed was married to my mom, so he was there physically for Josh, but he's not there. Like he's there, but he's not there. Does that make sense? So no, like Ed was not like, he was there, but he wasn't like, what's the word? He wasn't involved, if that makes sense. He's a weird guy, weird guy. So I don't think Josh and Dan was left to his own devices. Like Dan will tell you, he didn't see his dad up until like for a long time. So he wasn't attentive. He's not, surface level. He does not emotional. He doesn't get down like his daughter's the same way. So it's just weird. Yes, I'm on TikTok. Yeah. And YouTube. Yeah. No, they're not hands-on and present, you guys. Hi, Karen. Everybody, remember, let's keep an open mind about different dynamics to different families. Every fucking family is different. Every personality is different. It's so weird how everybody wants or expects your family to be the same as ours. Or if we're not doing it your way, we are bad people. No, that's not the way it works. Does Ed cry? Not now. No, I haven't seen him cry. The one time I saw him cry was when we found out that the cancer was in my mom's brain. And he cried. He lost it in the car. That was the weirdest thing. And I hugged him for the first time ever. Because he cried. He just all of a sudden went like this ugly cry. And I was like, oh my God, Dan looked. And then I just kind of put my hands behind from the car seat. Yeah. Hi, Janice. Oh, have fun. Poconos. What? Wow. Have fun. Dan says Ed was always there for him. Okay. Did Ed date your mom? Ed married my mom. Ed and my mom married. Thank you, 50 something. I was on my main account, but I got booted. So yeah. You guys got to stop thinking everybody family is like yours. Everybody has, people were pissed off. People were pissed off about the bantering video out in the back. They're like, everybody's talking, you're confusing them. That's our family. We all talk at once. Everybody's trying to get their point across. We don't change the dynamic for Ed, right? We don't change the dynamic for the illness. We incorporate him into our family no matter what. We're not going to change. Okay, Mark, you go first. Okay, Dan, it's your turn. That's not the way families work. So, everybody's like, you're confusing him. Oh my God, you shouldn't ask him if you remember. We do. We ask him. We ask him questions. We do that to engage him and try to make him still feel human. And a time where sometimes he wonders what the hell is going on. We ask him if he remembers, because sometimes, guess what? He remembers. Dan, you drank all the milk. Unless there's one left. I have one on order. Is there one left? Thank God. I have another one coming today. And so we ask him that. He doesn't feel anxious or anything like that. Like if we felt it affected him, if we said, you remember, and he went out in a tizzy, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it. But that's the way we do things. We don't follow black and white all the time. What family does? Well, shit, Robert, right? Fucking shit. How did your mom and Ed meet? So technically, Lori, yes, Dan would be my stepbrother. There's very simple science behind it. Ed's technically my stepfather. If you want to, my mom died. So does that mean they're still married? I don't know. To visit her dad when he eventually went to her nursing home. That's hard. Stop. Bonjour, Julie. Comment ça va? I'm not wearing mascara, no. And there's no family is fucking perfect. No. I'm going to tell you something. What I do now with my eye secret, I have an eye secret. We had to be stern with my dad. Yes. And you have to be stern with him sometimes. We've always had to be stern with Ed because he's a control freak and he's very, very, still thinks he has the right to tell you what to do. And that's why, Chantal, I went on my other account. Yeah. My language is hard. Don't watch. If you don't like my language, go away. Texas, big Texas, what's going on? We try, you guys. I mean, what's the point of living, right? What's the point of living if you can't try to engage him? You don't think he doesn't enjoy what he's doing. And sometimes he'll be like, I'm just confused. And then we stop. Lash MD on Amazon. So after I did a stint with fake lashes, I normally have lashes like this, but they screwed up my lashes. And so I started using Lash MD. and they have grown and look. I mean, they look like I have things on. So, dementia doesn't come with a manual, and dementia is an obscure written diagram of what happens, but every person fits a different mold. Yeah, you have to figure out what's amazing. I mean, what's working. Yes, Lash MD, you guys, Lash MD. I normally have long eyelashes, but as I've aged, guess what happens? You lose them. So Lash MD has kept me. I feel like Lash MD will help keep your lashes full and long and beautiful. So I ask you to join the Lash MD. You know, whatever. Um, anyway, music would work if you could hear. Yeah, I was doing it back. We retry, Connie. My mom and Ed, you guys, I didn't meet Dan. I met Dan, yeah, Lash MD. It's awesome. You won't regret it. You'll notice a difference within a month. It's crazy. My mom and Ed met when I was like 4-ish. I met Dan probably within that year of them dating, and Dan came over, and I knew, like I felt like I had like I felt like that was my soul. It was weird. It was almost like I knew he was going to be my person, like imprinting almost. Remember? Lash, Lash, Lash MD. Um, and then we never saw each other again. Dan showed up and he was like, "There's a kid here. There's what?" And then he left. He was like, "Mom," and everybody knew. And then I think pretty much the family started getting together after my mom had Josh. So they were married at that point. So within we didn't start hanging out as a family until like 10 years after that first meeting. Dan, I mean, sometimes we'd see on a Sunday at his mom's house, at grandma's house, Eva. But other than that, we didn't really hang out as a family until Josh came. And then Carrie had Aaron 8 months later or whatever it was. And then the family started having family dinners at my house, at my mom's house. And then that's when, that's when we really started hanging out. I was probably like 11-ish when things started more cohesive blending of the families. But that's it. So I didn't really see anybody regularly until I was like 11, 12. Yeah. Lash MD, Amazon. Lori, look at my lashes. It's a serum. Yeah, it's a serum. Carrie is Dan's sister. Yeah. So when did we start dating? I'll tell you that I moved out at 19 with Dan. Yeah. Yeah. I came back from Nashville and I was all grown up. Yeah. My mom running away from her problems, that would. My mom packed me up in the car, moved me away from my family, my dad, everything. And we moved to California. I think she was rooting. She was running. I never knew, never talked to her about it. But now, older, reflecting back, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I can't ask her the questions because she's dead. It was Atwood. And, the more I've talked about it recently, I've really learned that I think I was kind of mad at her, because she took me away from my comfort. Not only did she take me away from my grandparents, who we lived with, but she took me away from my dad, you know? And for whatever reason, it was more important for her to leave that comfort to get to and then she met Ed, and well, fuck, that was a shit show. But again, everything happens for a reason, right? So I always try to think like, okay, yeah, it was a fucking shit show, but at the end, look at us. Me and Dan are together and we have beautiful kids. And Josh has a beautiful wife and they have 3 beautiful kids. And, at least I have that, I guess. I mean, it sucks. It sucks. Did I ever reconnect with my dad? Thomas, after he tried to unalive himself, I was really upset. I couldn't deal with it because at the time my mom was fighting for her life, he tried to unalive himself. And that was a weird fucking place, and Ed has me now after all these years. That's true. I can't forget that. I look, feeling like I could cry right now. I have a sensory system that I could cry, but it won't let me. But anyway, yeah. So at the time, my mom we didn't know when she was going to die, but she literally died a month and a half after that phone call of my dad trying to unalive myself, his little self. Tough. It's a tough thing to go through. It was a very weird predicament. Yeah, so after, I've been hurt by my dad a lot, right? Believe here's the thing. I asked my aunt, well, one of my cousins was my aunt's in San Francisco. And I was like, can you ask your mom, like, did my dad ever get a diagnosis? Like, was this self-diagnosed by the family? And so, because why are we always saying he was bipolar, and it was like he's never got a diagnosis, but everybody just knew he had extreme highs and extreme lows. But there was a week they said that he was married to my stepmother and he did go away for something. But I think that was more for alcohol abuse. But he abused alcohol, right? He abused pain pills, and all that was because of him running away from his demons, right? The complete highs and lows is indicative of bipolar. So he was never formally diagnosed, but he was clearly bipolar. Or he was diagnosed and nobody knew about it because he didn't tell anybody. About your personal history, I'm sure. Yeah, it was crazy. I was a young mom. Andrew, when my mom died, like I had Andrew. Andrew was a baby when that happened. And Andrew was, 16, 18 months, something like that when my mom died. And Dan was, Dan just off, working 8-9 hours a week and going to Tahoe by himself and, doing stupid, selfish shit. So here I am, this like immature woman who has these young babies, who's, dealing with her mom dying and her dad now trying to take his life. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. I was weak and I didn't know how to cope. And, Dan didn't know what to do for me. So anyway, it was crazy. So it was tough. And it wasn't fun and easy. And so he lived, by the way. He lived. So Thomas, my dad lived. Missed the shot on the brain shot. And it stayed in his. Hold on, don't cut me off.
I did work.
He kept
8 hours a day,
he
not a week.
Oh, I said a week, a day, whatever. And he lived. The bullet was in his brain, and he walked downstairs right after he was on a bottle of Jack and some Oxy, and he literally walked downstairs. Somebody saw him and said, "Sir, are you?" He's like, "I've been shot. I've been shot." So after that really, I couldn't. He had short-term memory loss, so it was like you were dealing with somebody who wasn't there, and it was hard. I couldn't cope with him. Had so much hurt and so much sadness. And at that point, my mom died, right? And my mom, who was my life and my anchor, died. And then I had my father who, wasn't my dad anymore. He was gone. He was gone. And I know I didn't. And Dan was always there saying, "You're going to regret this. You're going to regret this. You should go out and see him." And I never did. And of course, what happens? You regret it because, there wasn't that closure. I never got that closure. And 2 years later, after he shot himself, he died in his recliner. Yeah, alone. Sad. Yeah, sad. Yeah. And where you are today, and how I read Thugs, Dago. Yeah, hi, Robbie. So, yeah, Dan was raised differently from his other parents, right? Dan was raised differently because he
Didn't
was
have parents. So what are you
right.
talking
He
about?
didn't have parents. So, what I'm saying is, your siblings got more of the family dynamic,
When I
and
was
you were
from
alone.
9 years old, when my parents divorced, I lived with my mom, and she was going to college full time and working, and dealing with divorce and anger and all the shit you deal with during a divorce. No, I grew up myself.
And it's weird because Ed wasn't around. I mean, he wasn't around for you. It's so odd.
I mean, he was there,
If
but
he
he
needed
was
him,
busy with his life, right? He had a new wife and a new this, and it was everybody moved on. And I was just there.
taking care of yourself. Are you crying?
No.
You're little tearies.
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, it seemed like you were going to get emotional. You do that when you get emotional and you really quickly drink your coffee again. It was weird. Stan, the reason you're thinking about becoming a serial killer.
It's so fucking hot. I
Yeah,
today.
so it's just, it's just one of those family dynamics. It's really sad when you think about it. Dan was never around, he wasn't around until, I was about 11 when Josh was born. And then everybody started coming around. I mean, like I said, we would see them at his grandparents' house
It
every
wasn't a
Sunday.
real, you got to realize the way my family looked at it, right? Your father, after everyone moves out of the house and he marries somebody 20 years younger than him, it was a very tumultuous period. And it didn't really open up until really Josh was born. And that, of course, that
then
connected
Aaron.
people, and then Danielle and I.
And then the
And that's
tornado.
how the
And
family's
then the
connected.
tornado
And they're still
came.
really not connected. If you look at,
Hi, Arnold.
this channel, like when I went to Adams for Thanksgiving, Josh and Danielle stayed here with my dad, and they had Thanksgiving here, and all the other Salingers went to my brother Adams. It's the divisions are still there. They're just less. But you still have the same
Only a
scars.
quarter
They're
of
still
a mile
recovering
away,
from the same
Boston.
scars
That's
that we
crazy.
had.
How did you realize you were in love with Dan? I think I knew I loved him when I met him for the first time. I knew I loved him. I think I knew he was going to be mine. When I first met him that day, he showed up after his mom said, you need to go to your dad's house because there was an active shooter in his couple miles away. And he showed up and I let him in. I opened the door, and there I was. And Dad's like, what the fuck? There's a woman and a child in here. And I drug him into the closet and I made him play house with me. But at that time, I remember when I look back that at that time, I was like, who is this? I'm going to marry that boy. I just always thought that. Really weird.
And I was just traumatized because I was dealing with a shooter at my mom's house, and at 11 years old or whatever the hell it was, and then I realized my dad's.
I did write a book,
sneaking
Jerry.
around.
I did write a book.
It's the way we look about it.
Yeah.
My dad's out cavorting. I have no real recollection of that. I remember the day,
Hi,
but
Catherine.
and I remember that I was sent over there, and I vaguely
Hi,
remember
Jessica. Thank you.
the door and how nerve-wracking it was to go up and knock on the door. And then she answered. She's,
with my big brown eyes. That's why for you to be accepted in the family. I don't know if it took a long time for me to be accepted in the family. I think
nobody disliked Danielle or Janice, right? It wasn't that. It wasn't like we held grudges against them personally. They were fine. They were very nice. I like Janice. We became very close.
Dan and my mom were close.
But it was the idea, of my dad,
being
my
with
mom's
another
out
woman,
there
a family.
struggling, right? And he's out with some 20-year-old, young woman. She was young at the time. My dad wasn't young.
I think everybody was pissed off at Ed, of course.
They were a little pissed off at Ed.
Yeah, they were pissed off at Ed. We're about 6.5 years apart. Yeah, it's not bad. My mom was 20 years younger. So did your dad marry her mom? Yes, they married.
Eventually, they I guess they were on and off for many years, and I didn't even wasn't really akin to it. And then they were gone. Then she was gone. Janice was just gone, and we didn't know. My dad didn't tell us what's going on, but what was going on behind the scenes is she wanted to have another kid, and my dad didn't want to have another kid, and so and she wanted security. She wanted another kid. My dad needed somebody to lay with them and take care of the house. And it was, very convenient for both of them.
He wanted a companion.
And she left, went back to frickin' the third world. I mean, Tennessee.
And my mom
went back to Tennessee, and then
Ed followed.
Like a year later or something.
It wasn't
they
even
showed up and they were fucking married.
Yeah,
they got showed up married. We had no, his family had no idea what was going on. And he shows back up. Oh, I'm married. And then 9 months later or a year later or whatever the hell it was.
Yes, you guys. My mom and Ed were married when she died. They never got a divorce.
No,
my mom wanted a divorce. Like she went to get a divorce like 3 different times out of their marriage.
Once Danielle and I got together, that gave Ed and Janice
really babies,
a real connection.
Babies,
right?
More so.
They both had, gave them something that they could do together that they were both very interested in. And then they both had grandkids, and all of a sudden, this divorced, remarried couple had connections, real life connections. And I think they were happier than they ever were when she got sick.
Well, they
I think they were.
it was the
reached a
grandbabies.
point where
It was once I
they
started
were
having
happy,
babies,
both of them.
they sold their house in the Bay Area and they built a house up in Shingle Springs.
They
So
moved up here.
once we started having kids, they moved closer to us. I mean, Ed was the closest to our family because of my mom, and they moved here for my family. So Ed was the closest. He lived here at my house
He
practically.
did live here because he was most comfortable here. I mean, think about it. He, even though he and Danielle fought like cats and dogs, as he is today, he's still comfortable with her. There's a difference between fighting that is, vitriol and evil, and you would take it to the next level, and just fighting the way they did, and there was still a mutual respect. He took care of her mom, right? He took care of her mom like nobody I've ever seen, and that plays into what we're doing today. He showed the way. He showed how to take care of people.
He was, when Ed was needed like that, Ed was always the one to step up to the plate. Like, even if I wanted to come and take care of my mom, he wouldn't have let me. That was his obligation. He said, "This is my job. I'm going to do it."
And he did it.
And he did it. He
alone.
Well, I was there a lot.
Well, yeah, but he did it.
He did it. He showered her. He did all those things. I shaved her head, though. He wouldn't do that. It was really weird. But he's like, I thought, my mom wanted me to do it. But yeah, I showed up. I spent time with my mom. I helped around the house a little bit when I would go there. But for the most part, he was with her in her last breath. Gave her last dose of morphine to help her slip away. She was in pain. She just was moaning at the last 20. She was just moaning and moaning and moaning and moaning. And so what happened.
I was the last person she talked to.
Yeah, she wouldn't talk to me anymore. She shut me out. We were in Hawaii. And I almost made it home, but I think, she was waiting to talk to Josh, and she was done with me after when I asked her, because I wasn't going to go to Hawaii. And Dan said, either way, we had a nanny at that point. So Dan was like, either way, I'm going to still go with the kids. And I said, absolutely. And I wasn't going to go. I was struggling because I knew she was on her verge of dying. And I just didn't know how I would feel about being away. And she told me, she said, you need to go. She was done. She made her amends with me. I think she did what she needed to do to be okay with me. She was, knew I was married. She saw my kids. She knew I'd be taken care of. She threatened Dan that he better treat me good or she was going to come back and haunt him. She did all these things, and she didn't want me to stay. She said, you need to go. And she wasn't really talking very much well at that point. But, and so I went begrudgingly. And the day we were coming home, she died. And she had talked to Josh for several days. She wouldn't talk to me at the bar. She barely talked to me. And Ed's like, ha, 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 your mom won't talk to you. She keeps hitting the phone away. But she talked to Dan. She wouldn't talk to me. She had already said what she wanted to say to me. She was content with me. And, Ed was just laughing. Ah, ha, ha, ha. She doesn't want to talk to you. Not today. Fucker. And then, she talked to Dan. She would talk to Dan, and that was it. That was it. And then she died the day we were coming home, the morning. Yeah, that was tough. I'm crying. I can't cry. I would be crying right now too, but my Lyrica dries up my tears. She passed, and he helped her, which was great. I would have done the same thing. And, Josh called. Josh called me. Josh always, and here's the funny thing is that there was a special bond that I had between Josh, because in any certain, when Quaid died, which was our dog, he called me. And when Mom died, he called me. I was the first. He got the first call, and then he called me to tell me.
He called me when Quaid died, by the way.
No, he called me. I answered the phone, and you're like, "What's going on?" Because I immediately started crying because Josh was crying, and so I said, "Quaid died."
That was a hell of a phone call.
That was hell, because he was like,
and Danielle's, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, everyone's dead. I grabbed the phone. What's going on?
Because I couldn't talk.
They couldn't talk. It was just blabbering back and forth, blabbering. What is going on?
And it was funny because
then he finally squeezed out,
thing.
Quaid died.
It was the same thing when Rocky and Delaney got in a car crash. He called me.
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
he was like, he was trying to be like tough, and his voice was cracking. I said, "What?" He said, "You need to get to my wife, my kid, and my wife." And I was like, "What are you doing?" And I started crying. I was like, "What? Josh, tell me." He's like, "I don't fucking know." And he was far away, and he was crying. I'm starting crying. Dan's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Rocky and Delaney, we gotta go." you know, and so Josh calls me. I mean, that was the worst thing ever. And so he called
rushed
me
to the hospital
and then,
immediately.
well, we rushed to the site and
No,
then,
we rushed to the
well, we
hospital.
were going there towards the site
We
and then they
passed the
finally,
site on the
I
way.
understand, but at the time we didn't know. She was still waiting for the ambulance. Anyway, yeah. So he calls me.
We got to the hospital before they did. We were there when the ambulance arrived. That's how quick we moved.
Josh calls me for everything. And Dan was like, we're going. Let's go. Get your shit. I was like, I don't know what I mean. And then I have nervous diarrhea. So I got to sit on the toilet and Dan's yelling at me. And I was like, I got to get this out. And then it was pouring down rain. And we got up there and
pouring rain.
Delaney they wouldn't allow anybody back but me. I got back because Josh wasn't there. And I got there and Rocky was being taken away for, so Delaney just got to me and she just like the nurse was holding her and Delaney just literally like fell into my arms and like she just would not let go. She was traumatized. Yeah, mommy, and I was like, honey, she'll be fine. But it was horrible. But Josh calls me for all that stuff.
Is Dan still? I'm right here. We've been through some shit, man. And as we talk about it, they're just.
Lori, just go on Amazon and type in Lash MD, honey. It'll come right up. Yeah, it's oh, Kim, the lady you saw at the doctor's office and started crying.
Yeah,
she was on this morning.
She's watching.
And she was like, "Oh my God, I met Dan," and anyway, I didn't realize, and then I was like, "Oh my God, you're the one," he was talking about. Anyway, it was cool. So you like big butts, and you can. Anyway, that's just kind of our storyline. So I've always thought that we were soulmates. And that's why what I was saying before, like, yeah, I give him shit and I'm sarcastic and condescending and some things to him. But that's how I get through the shit, I get through my shit, but he's my person. He's always been my person, even as frustrated as he gets me or how much I want to kick him out and divorce him, he's still my person. I wouldn't have him anyway. I saw him when I was 4 or 5. I fell in love with him the first time I saw him. I knew he was going to be my person.
That was one of the weirdest things when she and I got together. Within the first week, we got caught. Janice caught us within the first week, like right away. And Danielle was like, "Jump out the window, jump out the window." And I'm like, "No, I'm not jumping out the window. If we're going to do this,
hide under the bed.
We're not going to do it."
You did try to go under the bed, but it didn't work. And then I was like, "Go in the closet." And he's like, try. And he just sat there and he's like, "Nope, we're doing this."
So she came in, and one of the things she said to me, which really shocked me, and gave me a little insight as to what she was thinking. She said,
"Gold."
She's all, I'm all Janice. What? It's nothing mean. It's nothing. It's just. And she said, I knew this day was going to come. I just need a little bit of time. I knew this day was going to come.
Well, the scary
That's what
thing
she said to me the day, and I'm thinking,
well, remember we drove around for hours
because she had
a doctor's appointment. And remember we drove around for hours trying to find her, and then so that we had that conversation later after she came home.
Well,
I remember
that was a conversation with me. You weren't even involved in that conversation.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
she said like she knew the whole time. She knew. And then if you know the rest of the story, she's also instrumental. We broke up for a year and a half, right? We were off, and I was that close to
sorry, KK,
to marrying somebody else. I mean, that close, literally. And Janice got on Danielle, and then Danielle started a campaign to win me back. And then
I didn't have to do that bad.
It was a campaign.
Oh,
if I had that,
get out of here.
If I had the damn voicemail from New Year's Eve when I was with my new girl downstairs at my house again. Meanwhile, Danielle, like just after midnight, this call comes in. Like midnight came and she didn't
Kim's here. That's Kim.
Hi, Kim.
That's the one you saw.
So, she didn't have anybody at midnight that night, and that was the first call.
Oh my God!
And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck do I do now? Because I was madly in love, right?
Madly in love.
Had a really hard time moving on from her. Really hard. Like it took a year before I could even, it just was weird, And then I had this dilemma.
He tells you that, Tam. I was begging. I was pleading with him.
She was begging. And then she just showed up at my apartment. I was living in Fremont and working. I showed up
naked and I said, "Hey, baby."
She showed up and that was it. It was it. And from that moment on, we really haven't been apart.
He couldn't resist.
And that was her
this.
mom that caused that to happen. So, she's a huge part of.
Here's the thing. I knew ultimately I was the one for him, right? So I manipulated that very easily. It didn't take much for him to fall back between my legs.
I am a man.
We got it on.
And then now what's happening now?
No sex.
It's fucking, like when they advertise, here's a Walkman for 99 cents, and you get there and they're all, oh, sorry, we're out of that, but here's one for $99. It's called bait and switch. I got bait and switched.
So did I.
Bait and switched.
You fucked me over too. You said you would be making lots of
I
money
had
for
a
the
heart
rest of your life.
attack. I have an excuse.
Bait and switch, buddy.
Heart attack.
Bait and switch.
Things change.
You get what you give.
I got it.
Well, you fucked up.
Christ. But we've been through some shit.
I did. I used to. Right when I was a little shit too. Right when they started dating, I kind of popped over and did a little shebang bang too. And he's like, I can't do this. It's either me or her because I'm not going to do this behind her back. He was being all.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
I do.
I
And
don't.
he
I don't
was-
believe that
You
happened.
did. It happened, and it slipped, and you weren't going to do it, and then you're like, shit, like you couldn't help it, and it was pretty hot. I'll remind you where we were, but
Remind me of my ear.
it was hot. And you felt like it was connected. And he's like, and then he felt guilty. He's like, I'm seeing another girl. And I said, that's right. I just wanted to leave my mark just to make sure he knew. That was back in the day when I was giving it up. And anyway, then when I got scared that, my mom gave me this because she lost her true love and blah, 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 blah. And so I think she knew ultimately he was mine. And so, and then I showed up in his other apartment and yeah.
And by the way, there's a little twist.
And then he broke up
my
with her.
mom. My mom was friends with Jennifer's mom, Jennifer Dorsey. Literally, I mean,
That's
I've never
doxing.
fallen that fast for somebody. I mean, I just felt like we had a connection. And my mom then, was the one who introduced me, so she was really excited about that.
She was really excited.
That- she was not the happiest when
Wasn't the
I
happiest.
switched back, but
No, but here we are.
here we are.
I gave her some great grandkids, so I think she's forgiven me.
There you go.
That's hot. It was hot. Let me tell you, when there's another person, it's hot, right? It's hot. And it was hot. I remember the kissing and the touching. And there's certain things that I do remember. The manipulation was a turn on too.
The other Jennifer did end up getting married. I mean, I hear from my mom. I mean, I don't want to, I heard she was married. I don't know if she's still married. I do know. I did hear that she ultimately did not want kids. She had a kid, so and I did want kids, so probably for the best. But she ended up having a kid, I think, to please whoever she ended up marrying. And I don't know if they're still married today.
She was also going to be a lawyer too, right?
What?
She was a lawyer.
No, her dad was a medical professor at UCSF. Her dad was like the chief of cardiology.
Our daughter is Jennifer, but that wasn't why. It's family names. Jennifer was
that was just a coincidence.
Jennifer was Joanne's grandmother, and Hannah was Ed's grandmother. So it was completely coincidence.
Yeah, I did not name Jennifer,
Jesus.
my firstborn, for my lost love. No.
Your lost love.
Well, I'm saying
I was your only
I
love.
understand. I'm saying I didn't name her after the other Jennifer.
No, that's weird. Lost love. Get the fuck out of here.
Now that I'm thinking about it, she has a pretty decent fetish.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to talk about it.
I almost did accidentally.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. A lot
it's
of people have
weird.
it. What?
It is weird.
Toes?
The toes. She
Yeah.
liked to suck on his toes.
Nothing wrong with that.
It was weird.
Why is it weird?
It's why Dan was like, would you suck on my toe? No, I'm not sucking. I got kicked off of my main account for violence and criminal activity.
Oh.
Your wife's a criminal.
All right. Well, you got a lot of people on there.
This is my second account.
You got a lot of people on your second account.
Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
Is Andrew a family name? No, Andrew's not a family name.
I don't know where we got Andrew.
I do. So basically, I wanted.
We'll call him AJ. We never did.
So basically, I was going to name my brown child Brennan because Brown just reminded me of Brennan. I really liked the name at the time. And Andrew came out not brown. He came out looking like Jennifer. So there went the name. So Dan knew he wanted Joseph to be the middle name for Joe Montana, blah, 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 blah. And so
And I had an Uncle Joe.
Dan literally held him and said, he looks like an Andrew. And I was like, he does. And you don't remember saying that?
I vaguely.
I mean, literally, he named him and he doesn't remember. Sorry, Andrew, your dad really loves you. Shit. Why brown? Because Brennan went with a darker complexion. I thought I was going to have another Hannah. Brown Brennan. You sure can, Big T. So Dan literally, he was outside talking to his partner, fucking pissed off at him, all those boxes. And anyway, and Melissa, was a good friend at the time, and she was like, Dan, are you gonna come in here and see your son being born? I was crowning, and he was like, oh, he's coming? All right. Came in and sat there watching born. I said, what are we gonna name him? Oh, it looks like an Andrew. I said, shit, he does. So Andrew
I'd been
Joseph.
through it by that time. He was
I
old
too.
hat. He was number 3.
Poor Andrew. That's his favorite, by the way. He does have a favorite, and it's Andrew. He will admit that
I
wholeheartedly.
don't ever admit
Sorry,
favorites.
Hannah. Sorry, Jennifer.
You kidding?
You do. It is. It's obvious.
I don't admit favorites. I'm like my dad.
who's
I don't
your-
have a favorite.
You do.
No.
We all know it's Andrew.
At moments, I have one that I'm more angry at, but I'm not.
Well, there's always that one we're all more angry at. And I think
Right.
it's pretty consistent throughout the family.
It's consistent. But it's not, they don't rank lower. They rank lower on like the anger scale or higher on the anger scale.
And if Andrew was a Brennan, he would have been the sweetest too. Andrew's a really sweet kid, except this morning.
JC, Alzheimer's Poker. So thank you for saying that. The website, if someone could remember it and put it up, it's also in my TikTok. If you make a donation, that's how you do it. You go make a donation and they will enroll you in the tournament if you donate $100. Somebody was able to donate last night, so I know it works. So that's in there. The quicker we get that going, the
Walker.
happier I'll be.
Yeah, we were so pissed off. There's Rita. Thank you, Rita.
Thank you, Rita. Did you
She
pin
pinned
it?
it.
Okay. Yeah, there it is on TikTok. If you sign up and you donate $100 to
Jesus.
the Alzheimer's Association,
Huh?
the money is tax deductible. It goes straight to the association. It's
Thank
all
you,
for
Laura.
the fight of Alzheimer's. You can play virtual poker
Hi,
with us
Gator.
on July 24th,
This-
5:30
Laura,
our time.
This took years.
If you
to
can
develop.
jump on that website and sign up, that would be great.
Pain, misery,
I'm
and
going to be
anger.
pushing it. Hopefully there'll be some people that you might know in there.
You're sweating.
I know, because it's hot. And we're talking about difficult discussions, all that death.
No, Rita. Just he got a warning, and so when you get the warning, they
It's the
limit
same people that are doing it. I mean, it's Danielle's the people that are angry at Danielle.
It's my fault, always.
I mean, it is what it is. I can't change it. I can't stop it. I can't help it. I'm not going to talk about it and fuel it. It just is what it is.
Yeah, you have to donate to play.
You
Yes.
donate $100 and you're in the tournament. Donate $100, you're in the tournament.
Thanks, Laura.
If you
I
don't want
try.
to play, you can donate $25, $50, and just donate to the cause. It's all tax deductible. But if you
But
want
to
to
play poker, you
$100
have to at
gets you
least
in.
$100. Yeah.
And there'll be prizes, right? There'll be 3 prizes. The Alzheimer's will come up with some decent prizes. And if you have any prizes or you work for a company that might be willing to donate,
Sometimes your companies
send
will
me
do
an
it.
email.
All right, you guys, I'm ready to go. I'm tired. So I got some shit to do. Anyway, love you guys. Do look at Dan's post. The link is in Dan's post. I will try
It's
to.
on my profile.
The link's on his profile.
Yeah, the Alzheimer's, the one that goes to
Ashley,
Alzheimer's.
Mrs. D-Cell NorCal. I have like 700 and something followers. This one, Mrs. D-Cell NorCal 3 and Mrs. D-Cell NorCal 4. Why do I have so many accounts? Well, take a guess. Anyway, love you guys. And I will see you. Oh, fuck, I got a members live tonight. All right, members, I'll see you later. Are you flirting now? Because Drakey wasn't here. I'll see you members later. Probably are normal, 4-ish. I got shit to do. Fuck. Anyway, okay, bye. Love you. Oh, remember, you are important. You are worthy, and you matter. And be kind. Be kind. Spread love. Spread love. The way you choose. This is not my way, though. Okay. Anyway, memberships are on YouTube only. I'm thinking about doing memberships on Facebook. You guys got to leave me a message on Facebook and let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, because then I can put you up with members when I do member live on YouTube if you don't want to join the YouTube crowd. So let me know what you guys think about that. And it's literally like a private, just private, just members only, or just join the YouTube one. I also have Patreon, which is also a very easy platform. If you click, I have in all my link trees, you can get there immediately. I think it's $4.99 a month too. And I just add like more blogs and vlogs, pictures throughout the day, or I'll do videos. It's a mixture of videos, pictures, and such. So just a different take on the social media. So if you're interested in that, just do Patreon too. It's $4.99. You just get, I don't really respond. I do read the comments, but I don't really respond on that. So anything in the link tree, you can just link. You could hit the links wherever you want to go. YouTube, you have to do it. Oh, you're interested for Facebook. Okay. So just leave me messages throughout the day or DM me and let me know if you're interested for Facebook only. Then I would be willing to include and do one there. I just need enough people to do it, because then, if you 4 or 5 people in there, it's not going to be fun, Amanda, you have to pay attention to the profiles for Dan. There's an account with a blue check mark with a lowercase s for Salinger. That is a fake account. He probably switched his name after he verified his own self. So watch that. Am I taking a GLP-1? No, I'm not. Yes, I've lost weight, but it's not from the GLP-1. I won't touch that shit. That shit scares me. So anyway, you guys are so needy. I'm going to up my price. You better watch it. I need a Louis. Anyway, so you guys, it's so much nicer without the trolls, because there's a lot of ugliness that filter in. I'm telling you, it's so much more peaceful. Anyway, okay, you're probably watching the wrong Dan. So Dan only has one account on TikTok. It's Dan Salinger, and it has 2.2 million followers. That's it. That's all he has. So if you're watching anybody else that has less than that amount, it's a fake account. So unsubscribe to them, because there's so many people doing that shit. So many people doing that shit. So Dan is Dan Salinger. He has 2.2 million people on TikTok, and he has a blue check mark. The other guy is a lowercase s. So be careful, okay? Gracie, stay tough, man. Stay tough. Stormy, I hope Stormy went. Anyway, I'll see you members later. So remember, I have Patreon for a different flair, and I have member lives on YouTube, which is very simple. You go to your browser, you click on my account, and there's a join button where all my videos are, from what I understand. And that's like $4.99 a month or something like that. And I do a bare minimum of 2 member lives a week. And then I always throw in a couple depending on what I'm doing. So anyway, that's it. Love you, right? Everything's available in my link trees. It was him? Good. Okay. Love you. Bye. Somebody come get her. She's got so much work to do. I got to do so much shit. Let's see if we got my account back. Probably not. Appeal wasn't approved. Appeal wasn't approved. So I have a strike on my account because of the classification of the, yeah. So no more lives on that account now, because that's my main one. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Fuck that shit. Those bitches, man. And I haven't heard anything from them, which is also scary. And I haven't really been on like Tyler's lives or anything like that, because I just haven't had the time. But we're still communicating behind the scenes. We are. You can tell them. We're still texting. We have a group thread. Me, Tyler, and Allie. So sneak attack. They did that on purpose. Everything is done. So it's ugly. And then they're going after Dan, which is even uglier. It's really sad. Like, grow the fuck up. So whoever's watching in here that reports back to the demons, tell them to grow up. For me, co-signed by Dan. Yeah. Dan. And it's sad that you're going after Dan. Like, the most neutral party. I'm the one that blocked you. He knows it. But don't go after fucking Dan, for fuck's sake. I blocked you. I blocked you for a reason, because you should not be communicating with my husband. You don't get that right, right? You don't get that right. So, anyway. Somebody come get her. She's waiting for a fight. Put your dukes up. It's time to get a man. Right. They should have never. You should have never had the right to text my husband, ever. It's just really fucking weird. And you're all fucking old, right? Grow up and get a life. They're all older than me, so they're old. Yeah. Anyway, does this work? You like this thing? You like this thing? Should I keep it for you? This will be an extra charge for Wi-Fi fees. Yeah. Wi-Fi fees. You know what I mean? You're getting Wi-Fi fees. Anyway. Somebody come get her. She's acting like a... Anyway. Okay, I gotta go. I got shit to do. I don't want to do the shit. That's why I'm procrastinating and being on these lives for like 2 hours. There's no reason I should ever be on a live for 2 hours. I said this morning I wasn't going to do a 2-hour live. Guess what I did? A 2 fucking hour live. Yeah. Anyway, gotta go. See you guys later. Love you. Bye.